Here we are in mid-chapter 5 review exercises numbers 15 through 22. We're multiplying polynomials, and all of these we're going to be doing super distribution. This one is going to have a monomial come in at the very end, but let's go ahead and do these. The j jumps in here and we get j squared minus 9j. Then the 9 goes in and we get a plus 9j minus 81. The middle terms cancel and we're left with j squared minus 81. Let's remember that this does form a pattern. When you have exactly the same things except the middle sign is switched, the middle terms will cancel and you'll be left with just a subtraction between two things that were perfectly squared, the j and the 9. Number 16. 3k goes through and we get 6k squared minus 15k plus 2k minus 5. Middle terms combine here and we get 6k squared minus 13k minus 5. Notice this one doesn't have the nice pattern of just normal leading coefficient 1s. Number 17. 6n squared minus 3 all together squared means that we have 6n squared minus 3 times itself. So that's a 6n squared minus 3. So when we multiply it, we get 36n to the fourth minus 18n squared. Here's another minus 18n squared from this one. And then at the end is a plus 9. So we get 36n to the fourth minus 36n squared plus 9. And notice this pattern. This one ends up being squared to get a 36n to the fourth. The minus 3 is squared to get a plus 9, but there's a middle term that comes from distributing it out or foiling it. Number 18. Here we have the same thing, q minus 4 squared. That's q minus 4 times q minus 4. So we get q squared minus 4q minus 4q minus plus 16. And that's q squared plus or minus 8q plus 16. And that is q minus 4 squared, and we still have a 3q out here. So that's going to be 3q cubed minus 24q squared plus 48q. So that's what happens when we distribute that guy in. All right, number 19. We're going to distribute the m in. Let's go ahead and do this in two different colors. So we have m cubed minus 30m squared plus 27m. And then the next one, the 5 goes in and we get plus 5m squared minus 150m and then plus 135. All right, and those guys add together and we end up with m cubed minus 25m squared minus 123m plus 135. And that is the answer of 19. All right, number 20. Take the x and jump it in, and we get x cubed plus 5x squared plus 25x. Now if we take the negative 5 and jump it in, we get minus 5x squared minus 25x and then minus 125. All right, that's cool. Notice what happens here. This is a fascinating pattern. We end up with an x cubed gone minus 125. Turns out that if you have a cube and a cube, this is 5 times 5 times 5, you're able to break those up into those things. That's going to be a great pattern for the next couple of sections. All right, next one is number 21, 5x minus 4 squared. That means 5x minus 4 times 5x minus 4. We're starting to get the pattern. We're going to get a 25x squared. Then notice that we have a minus 20x and a minus 20x. So that's a minus 40x. So yeah, 5 times 4 is 20, doubled is 40 will be the middle term, and then minus 4 times minus 4 is a plus 16. All right, and number 22, what is the final one? 2x times 3x, that's 6x squared plus 10x. That's those two. And then these guys, we get a minus 21x minus 35. So you get 6x squared minus 11x minus 35. Okay, good.